Minister,
Yes, sir.
any hopeful signs of a political settlement here?
Not yet, but I think the process has been initiated now by the central government since holy month of Ramzan. We hope first phase was stated from the holy month of Ramzan. Now they have started the second phase. They have invited the people from all spheres, from all political parties, whether separatists or Hurriyat or other pro-Indian organization, for starting talks and find out some amicable solution to the problem.
But you are yourself a Kashmiri. You
Yeah.
have lived through the Troubles. From what you know, from what you can see here in the valley, do you think Kashmiris will agree to remain part of India?
Kashmiri, it's not a question of, when we are talking Kashmir, that means Jammu and Ladakh also.
But I'm really talking about the valley, because it's in the valley
Yes, so
that
far valley
people
is
are
concerned,
alienated.
this is very ticklish issue that remained from 1947. What people want to remain with India, but with dignity and honor. There is no doubt that the status which we were enjoying right from 1947 up to 1953, that was eroded by the consecutive governments of the ruling parties at center at Delhi. So that is also a cause of the dissentiment among the people and alienation among the people.
But people, you say, want to remain part of India if they can do so with dignity and with honour.
Yes, of course, there is a section of people who are right from 47 against the accession with India. That part is there. That group of people is there. They didn't want
But
accession.
it's more than a group of people. It's a very
No,
substantial body
that
of opinion.
organization is there. But that the majority of people at that time want us to remain with India, but with honor and dignity and with special status which were being given promise at that time.
But are you saying that at the moment you do not have honour and dignity within India?
Dignity and honor, I mean to say the political, the democratic, the constitutional guarantees which were given us in Article 370 in Constitution of India in Delhi Agreement, they have been totally eroded. So, if Government of India wants to hold some ground here in Kashmir, they have to go and they have to act according to the wishes and the aspirations of the people of the Kashmir.
But there's an implied threat there. What happens if India doesn't act in your terms in accordance with the wishes of the
I
people?
think the situation will further deteriorate. So situation will further, because military solution is no solution. At the might of military, you can't settle issues. It is at the back of the people you can settle issue politically. And even the military chiefs of the India recognize it, rather consider that this is a political issue. They have himself. Mr. Bajpayee told now that I want to, I don't want to remain on the traditional things to settle this issue. So they have accepted that this is an issue and they want some solution to issue. We are there. Our party has asked for the greater autonomy within the Constitution of India, which definitely indicates that people of Kashmir want to remain with India with honor and dignity.
Do you regard the militants, the men with guns who are fighting against Indian rule, do you regard them as your brothers? Do you regard them as people you can talk to, people you can persuade, people you can convince?
There are a number of people are there. There is a section of militants who are local. I think they are part and parcel of Kashmir. We have, as Government of India himself considered this thing, that we will talk to them. We will see their grievances. We will try to redress their grievances. We will listen them. And what is their political grievance, what are their administrative grievances, what are other grievances. There are people who by force or who by some political compulsions lift the gun, they are there. But there are people who are across the border who with some motives are here, who are just destroying our brotherhood here, our traditions, our values here.
But from what you're saying, there are some militants who you regard as men of sincerity, whom you can talk to.
Yes, you can say Liberation Front is there now. They have leave the gun. They are totally against violence. There is a group of.
But I'm talking about the ones who still have the guns: Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e Mohammed, Harkat al-Mujahideen.
There are groups of militants who are remote control, who are being dictated and directed from the Pakistan. So they will not. They will go according to the directions of the Pakistan military regime. So they are there. We are treating them our enemies. But there are people who are here who have some political aspirations, who have some political motives. They are there. We can talk to them. They are our own children.
One last question, if I may. Life here in Srinagar, for 12 years, it's been affected by the violence. Business has been affected. People can't leave their homes at night. The tax regime has been affected. People haven't been able to collect money for power and for phone lines. In terms of everyday life, are things improving in Srinagar or getting worse?
Of course, there is no doubt about it. You can now, you are in now very much in Srinagar. You can just visit every area. Life is there, movement is there, work culture has been restored, and the people are. No doubt there are city incidents of some grenade is being thrown somewhere, encounter is there, but the life is in full swing in Srinagar. Not only in Srinagar, in every town of the Kashmir. There is a lot of change.
But can people go out in the evening? Can they socialize?
Yeah, there is no. You can visit even Lal Chowk at 10:30 p.m. and you will see the shops are open.
And are people afraid of the Indian military presence?
No. There are some areas where military is just searching, frisking people, which they think they are very sensitive areas. The movement of militants is there, off and on is there. So the people are restraining in such areas. But those areas are very few. Border areas and something. But as far Srinagar city, as far Anantnag town, as far Baramulla, as far Sopur is concerned, people are moving freely. There is no problem. Even we have removed more than 200 bunkers, BSF bunkers from Srinagar. That is indication that
military bunkers.
Yes, we have removed since we are in government right from 1996. So that is indication that people are moving freely. There is no problem, and you can yourself witness this thing when you will go in the city of Srinagar. You will witness this thing. Yes, there is free movement. There is no problem.
The Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah once told me that his dream was of an independent Kashmir, but it was not a possible dream. He had to live with realities, but his dream was an independent Kashmir. Is your dream an independent Kashmir?
That was a time. That was before 47. Sheikh Saab has started his struggle. But there were some political, historical things. There were some political things take a shape that then we think it better that if India, our political, our constitutional rights are safe in the hands of India, we should. No doubt at the stage in 1953, they betrayed the people of Kashmir and they betrayed the Sheikh Saab. There is no doubt. And the man who just shake hands with them, they sent him behind the bars for 11 years. I think that was the beginning that the people of Kashmir alienation started with government of India.
But do you still have a dream of an independent Kashmir?
I think if we will remain with the dignity and honor and our economic rights are there, we have economic independence, we have our social independence, that is sufficient.
Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I don't want to delay you because I know the time is approaching when your flight will depart. So thank you very much.
Please,
sir.
please.